This is Valentina Navarro. She's a 5'5" point guard from Mexico City, Mexico. Straight out of high school, she got signed D1 to go play for the University of Texas El Paso, where over her 2 seasons she averaged 16.9 points, 6.3 assists, 1.9 rebounds, and 2.2 steals per game. Now you're probably thinking, why did she only play for 2 seasons? Well, you see, her mother got cancer and she had to pay for treatment, so Valentina decided her junior year to go back home. She discontinued her studies and she began playing for Mexico's national team to make a little bit of bread. And don't get me wrong, it's not like she ain't ball out, because she most definitely did, averaging a whopping 18.9 points per game, upped her assists to 7.9, and then upped her steals to a whopping 2.7 per game. But that wasn't all that she was doing. You see, outside of Mexico's national team, she also had to make some side hustle bread, again for her mom's cancer treatments. So she decided to hop on OnlyFans and become a stripper. Now this wasn't the most professional move and probably stopped her from making the WNBA combine. But hey, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, especially when it comes to family matters. Now, this does not exclude you from the press, because they were definitely on that ass when it came to the Washington Mystics signing her to a 10-day contract. They were questioning her work ethic, while some might say she went above and beyond that work ethic, essentially, in playing for a national team as well as doing OnlyFans and stripping. They just had to ask, are you going to continue to make money on OnlyFans and your side hustle of stripping? Because that's going to be a bad look for the WNBA.
And where I want to go, man, I think about Becky Hammon. She went from undrafted to one of the best players in WNBA history, and that's my goal.
So, coming from where you've come from, what are you looking forward to the most being in this city with this incredible fan base?
Simply put, for that question, Navarro answers that she's looking to bring the Mystics back to the promised land of 2019 when they won their one and only national championship. And since then, it's been some drought years for the Washington Mystics. People have looked down upon them. So she's looking to ramp up the fan base, bring back the culture, and really lock in her legacy. But in order to do that, she's got to lock in on the court as she hits this girl with a nasty in and out to get her teammate open, who finishes the fillet. Very next possession, she's coming down trying to cross up her opponent again. She swings it over to the right. She practices really good ball spacing here and then reads the defense fairly well. This looks like a set play, but it is not. She hits her with that up and under for the fillet. You can't be jumping on no 5'5" girl. Here she showcases her break starter as she hits her small forward for an easy lay there. Coming back in transition, she's looking to lock and clamp up. Listen, I know she only 5'5", and this girl Melbourne gonna think that she can go around her, but she putting on clamps right now. She forces the pass away, but you see that gap side help defense. They always be trying to cheese. And then she's there for that roll person. She's definitely been practicing her help side defense. And there's nothing that she can do about that open 3 though. She comes down with that nasty in and out cross to get that bucket right back though. And then coming back, she's trying to start a break here. Doesn't see anybody. Draws in a double. That's an easy dump to her power forward. Coming back on D now. You already know she got to lock up. She's really waiting for one of the bigs to come set a screen. That does not happen. Melbourne keeps dribbling. Almost gets the cookies. And she's still there. They hit her with that cheese right there. And the bigs just can't rebound. And that's going to be the problem. Because right there was an open 3 by her man. Now you know she got to get her get bag, so here she comes. She definitely on Melbourne ass this entire scrimmage. Hit that girl with a nasty cross. All the way to the rim. Big body. Coming back on defense now. She's trying to showcase that she can play some help side defense away from the ball. She's sniffing for a screen there. It does not happen. She hits this roller right here. And then she's still up to play on Melbourne. There's not much she can do about the big in the paint. The bigs just cannot rebound. And again, that's going to be the most tragic thing. She plays that kept side defense and gets some cookies. She's looking to start the break. Gives it over to the small forward. Gives it back to her. She's looking to put the small forward on ice here. At least the backup one. Doesn't see anything happening. Tries to set a screen. Gets the ball back. Pop shot in the face. Now this girl is deadly. She's definitely trying to stop the break here, but you can see that she is severely mismatched. She comes through, switches. That was probably the smartest switch that she could have done. They get another. Oh, Melbourne tries to go for the lay, but she's too short to get the rebound. Does a great box out there, but again, not getting the rebound there is going to be crucial, especially when she starts playing against better competition in the WNBA. But again, she got to get her get back. Hits her with that girl with that cross. She thought the help side defender was coming over, but she did not help. That's an easy lay. Now on offense, she knows she's got to do something here. She's trying to set them up because we are going to 21. Hits a small forward in the corner and doesn't want the three. She calls for the ball back because she don't want her to do no dumb shit. She passes it off to Dawson here. She probably should have passed it over to Wrights just to hit that open three. And that BBL just causing her too much complications, as they said that she stepped out of bounds. Too thick. Alright, so she's coming back down. Again, they are trying to end this game. She knows that she has Wrights on the left wing, but she's trying to give it back to the small forward, trying to redeem herself. They are just awful spacing, awful basketball. She asks for the ball back here. She draws in a quick double. She swings it over for redemption. And that shit clank. I see why you didn't shoot the first one. We get the ball back, and they've been penetrating this lead, so she knows that she's got to do something on her own. So she's going to hit this girl with a nasty step back three. Come here! Navarro showcasing exactly why the Mystics got her in the first place. But hey, that's going to be it for the commentary in this video. I find 2K25 commentary, especially when it comes to my career videos, to be a tad annoying. If you guys do want me to commentate the next video, definitely just leave a comment in the section below. But until then, hey, I got some New York Liberty gameplay for y'all. I hope you enjoy.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. And this Liberty team, of course, features Brianna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, and Sabrina Ionescu. How about that big three?
One of the best we've ever seen. Stewie and Jones are former MVPs, and Ionescu could win one pretty soon herself. This is a loaded roster.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Hits the three-point bomb.
An emphatic three-point answer from Stewart, refusing to let the opposing team own the arc.
Pass to Dolson. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter.
And here's McBuckets.
6 on the shot clock.
Now Sykes.
Shoots over Cloud. And Washington again with the buckets.
Don't underestimate the effectiveness of Sykes' jumper. If she gets a clean look, her teammates trust her to convert.
Now Stewart. Ionescu. She's covered by McBuckets.
There's the triple.
Edwards grabs the miss.
Here's the Mystics with the ball. Inside. It's stolen by Stewart.
Lainey Hamilton with it.
Working on Dolson. To the wing, right side. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Misses that one. She's made one and missed 2 shots this game. Pass to Sykes. Shoots the three.
It's rebounded by Sabrina Ionescu.
New York trailing here.
Outside Stewart. Lainey Hamilton. Ionescu has it. The offensive rebound.
Stewart misses.
Sykes. Lainey Hamilton covering.
Good.
Well, this is how you finish inside. Brittany Sykes going up with confidence.
And here's Cloud. Pass to Stewart. Now Ionescu. The three. Liberty, keep it alive. Angsler with the steal. McBuckets with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. Sykes, no good. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
They get it back. And it's good. 2 points.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
Now McBuckets. He has 5. Back to Dolson. Pass to Sykes. Shoots over Cloud. Brittany Sykes can't get that one to fall.
Another one hauled in, and they hold the slight edge in rebounding here early.
Yes, scrapping for each and every rebound. They're not backing down.
And the basket by Ionescu.
Well, she's now 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start she was hoping for.
Now here is McBuckets. Sykes outside. Pass to Angsler. Edwards with it. To the inside. Here's Dolson. McBuckets with it. And it's blocked by Sabrina Ionescu. Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Tight defense on her. And the call will be against McBuckets. That's her first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Liberty making a switch here.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
Now here's Cloud. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to McBuckets. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game, and she's hoisted up 11 so far.
What a scoring display we're seeing from Ionescu right now, putting her expansive offensive skill set on full display.
And another miss by Washington. And the Liberty with possession here.
Pass to Phoebish.
Ionescu outside. Drains the three-pointer.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here is McBuckets. She has 5. Here's Angsler. Here's Dolson. Defended by Harrison. Pass to McBuckets. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from downtown.
Looks like she took that last 3 a little personal.
Hey, do you blame her? That was some payback right there.
Now Stewart. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a 3.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Now here is McBuckets. Covered by Ionescu. Brittany Sykes for 3. Kept alive. Pass to McBuckets. The 3 ball. She's off on that one. And that concludes the first half. It's the Liberty up by 12. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. here's McBuckets. Pass to Angsler. McBuckets. Now here's Dolson. Guarded by Jones. 4 on the shot clock. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
And the last time the Mystics won a playoff series was in 2019 when they won it all.
Well, they got bounced in the opening round last year, which makes it 3 of the last 4 years where they've lost in the first round. The Mystics just haven't been able to replicate that 2019 run.
Good on the triple.
Well, beyond the arc, Sykes can be pretty choosy, but she finds an angle she likes and drills it.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Ionescu. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
Well, it looks like that last 3 definitely got Ionescu's attention. She goes to the arc with a purpose and drains the answer.
Now here is McBuckets. 8 points for her. Angsler with it. Sykes outside. Angsler the screen. Fires the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Sykes outside. The tray. That's all good, and that's her 5th basket of the game. She's shooting 5 for 11.
Well, nothing was going down for her in the first half, but since the break, she has been on target.
Stewart can't hit. Washington trailing.
Right side, Edwards.
Sykes outside. McBuckets. Pass to Dolson. Clock at 6. Now here is McBuckets. Soft touch off the glass.
4 of 5 to start the half, coming out strong.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ionescu outside. There's the 3. Edwards grabs the miss.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. Showing some strength in the paint. Tough rebound.
And former MVP Jonquel Jones made a finals appearance in her first season with the Liberty.
Yeah, she also led the Sun to the finals while she was in Connecticut. Jones, she's just the ideal stretch big. 6'6", great length, about 38% from 3 over her career. If you have Jones on your team, you're going to win a lot of games.
And she gets the bucket.
The mid-range jumper, something I love to see. Stewart's game is multifaceted, and I'm really not surprised to see her knock that one down.
Washington calls timeout. Here's the Mystics with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Austin, guarded by Jones. To the middle. Here's McBuckets. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. New York leading.
Now Lainey Hamilton.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
They grab their own miss.
And yep, it's good.
What a hustle play by Stewart. Picks up the trash and puts it in the can. She has such a motor.
Pass to Petty. Screen by Austin. Launches a 3. Rebound New York. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Here's Lainey Hamilton.
Stewart with the ball from deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jones. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Ionescu. Now Stewart.
She's covered by Edwards.
Back to Ionescu.
Lainey Hamilton.
Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
With their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage is over 50% now for the game.
It's not a surprise to see them out in front with the way they've shot in this half and really the entire game. Just very efficient offense from them.
Now here is McBuckets. That one is good again. She is 6 for 8 from the floor with that basket. And so it's New York with it. It's an 18-point lead. Cloud outside for 3.
It's rebounded by Hanksel.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Sykes.
And here's McBuckets.
Covered by Ionescu. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
Now here is McBuckets.
Edwards with it.
Defended by Stewart. Shot clock at 3. Here's Sykes. And it's Brianna Stewart with the rebound.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Here's Cloud. Pass to Jones. Poked away.
And that's a lot of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest player out there.
Here's Sykes. She's covered by Cloud. Sykes with the bucket.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
Back to Stewart.
Shoots over Edwards.
New York, no good that time either. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And the Liberty with possession here. It's a 14-point game. Outside Stewart. There's a screen by Cloud. Pass to Ionescu. And she lays it straight in.
Deep into her bag. Ionescu elite with the rock.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Now here is McBuckets. Knocks down the 3 ball. So New York takes this one by a big margin. And they came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
They really did show some mental fortitude. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up